Hello, everybody. Welcome to my third episode of my video blog. Today, we are going to talk about the four albums that did very well in 2012, based on universal acclaim and just really good music. Now, the first album that I'm going to speak about is Frank Ocean's debut album, Channel Orange. This album has a lot of controversy surrounding it. If you may not already know, Frank Ocean, a couple of weeks before he released the album, he spoke about, in a letter that he put online, speaking about a prior relationship he had with a guy. And this letter caused quite a bit of stir in the music industry, from rappers to singers to actors, you name it. All of them praising him. Some of them thought it was publicity stunt, but just because it was so close to the release of his album. But that didn't deter him. It didn't stop him. He put it out there. He wanted people to know, and to, I guess, just take the pressure off of himself. Also, before Channel Orange was brought to the world, he actually released it a week early, to prevent early leaks of the album. He put it on iTunes. Record label was not happy about that at all. They wanted him to wait and put it out the day it was supposed to come out, but he didn't care. He put it out. The album itself is very experimental. It doesn't sound like any other R&B album that has been put out. The sounds it's just different. I can't really describe it unless you really hear it. There's really good songs on it. The first one that was released was Thinking About You, which is really good. Second one is Pyramids. And then he has another song on there with Andre 3000 called Pink Matter, I believe. Really all solid songs. Conceptually, it just blends well together. You can tell that he wanted to think outside of the box putting the album together. He didn't listen to any stereotypical R&B album. He just wanted to put out something unique, and he did. I really appreciated all the sounds of it, and I think it sets the bar for any other R&B artist that is either out now or coming out now. So yeah, Frank Ocean's Channel Orange, really good. Really should go listen to it. Pyramids is my personal favorite. Have it on repeat nonstop. Next album I'm going to speak about is Kendrick Lamar's debut album, Good Kid, M.A.A.d City. This album had several delays because Aftermath, Dr. Dre's record label that Kendrick is signed to, has always been plagued with delays, but Kendrick's album came out on time, which is good. Kendrick's been building a lot of a buzz over the last year or two, put out great mixtapes and other projects way before this album was supposed to come out, and they all did well. And so the anticipation for this album was at an all-time high. Everybody was ready for this to come out, and when it did what it was supposed to do. The album is a complete concept. The album basically is a day in the life of Kendrick, and each song is split up with a skit, and each skit blends into the next song, which is really awesome because most of the time skits are just really random, they're annoying, they get in the way, but this album, basically the skits help carry the album together. Each song, you would think it's like your typical West Coast rap album where the party and the cars and all that kind of stuff, but it's actually speaking about something of substance, and I really appreciate Kendrick for that. The production, amazing. I mean, he signed to Dr. Dre. You can't go wrong with that. His wordplay is nice. He has all kinds of different voices that he does throughout the album, which make it very interesting. Changed it up. There's really good singing on it for the choruses and the hooks. And I think it has plenty of replay value. I can't wait to see him put out something else for a second album. I'm really, really excited about one song in particular, Poetic Justice, that he did with Drake. This song samples a Janet Jackson song, and I'm hoping, because he said recently that he wants to get Janet Jackson to do a cameo in the music video whenever that gets put out. So I'm really, really crossing my fingers for that. So we'll see on that. There's other great songs like Sing Like Me. What else is on there? Swimming Pools, that everybody knows, which is the first single from the album. Compton featuring Dr. Dre. And yeah, Good Kid, M.A.A.d City, really good album. Day in the Life of Kendrick Lamar from beginning to end. You can't skip around this album. Like, if you're going to listen to this album, you have to listen to it from beginning to end to really get the full effect of this album. So that's that. Next we have Nas's Life is Good album. He released this earlier in 2012. This album is, wow, this is Nas, back to, I believe, Illmatic Nas, back when he was still making a name for himself in the early 90s. Like, he's truly back to his form that everyone really knew him for. The album's front cover caused quite a bit of controversy. If you haven't seen the cover, it's him sitting on this like leather couch, and he has like a green dress over his lap, and this dress is a reference to his marriage to singer Khalees, who he was married to for quite some time, and they divorced, and he kept the dress. And so that cover sparked up some questions and comments, which I think he on purposely did. And then second of all, he has a song on there called Daughters, which is kind of an ode to being a father and raising a daughter. And that song caused quite a bit of problems because, again, mothers and everyone was making comments saying that you're not being a good father, and it just caused a lot of controversy around that one song. But it's a good song anyway. And really, really one of my personal favorites is Bye Baby, which basically is talking about his divorce and lost love and why it didn't work out. But it's a really good song, produced by Drake's producer 40. So very deep, just really deep melodies and whatnot. But yeah, altogether, I think Nas came back, really solid effort. I think he really wanted people to see that he can still be the Nas that everyone remembers him for. So yeah, Life is Good, and definitely pick that one up. Lastly, the album that I'm going to talk about is Miguel's Kaleidoscope Dream. I know this is not a hip-hop album, but it's still a good album all the way. Miguel, this is the second album. Very interesting album. He put it out and he split the album up into EPs before the album actually came out. And he split it up into 3 EPs just to give people samples of each song before he actually put it out. And the most important song off that album is Adorn. Adorn had several other covers of people because it's such a great R&B song. Like, you just can't deny how catchy that song is and how good the song is. It's just a solid going back to, that good soul and R&B. And I think he took notes from Frank Ocean and just made it unique sounding, just added different instruments and stuff. And I think it really turned out to be a really good album. And my favorite song is Do You, which was the second single, I believe. Yeah, second single from the album, and that's one of my favorite. But Adorn, everyone seems to like. Like I said, plenty of covers were done from that song. I hope he gets a Grammy for it as a possibility. But yeah, that's it. Well, thank you guys for joining me for my 3rd episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. All right.